Welcome to my channel. Let's begin. Hi guys. The title of this video was gonna be How did I ruin a Sylvanian so you don't have to do it? But it was too long and I kind of saved it at the end. It all began when I was trying to turn this giraffe into a dragon after seeing this picture from a Mexican Sylvanian custom page. You gotta appreciate the craftsmanship. Gorgeous. If you want to check their awesomeness, I'll leave a link in the comments. Anyway, I ran to get my giraffes. Now I just had to make them red. So here's my bowl, my red brick dye, some salt, and some dishwasher that I didn't add until later. I started with just hot water from the tap, added the dye and the salt, and stir. And now the giraffe. Please note that this was a trial. So I added dye many times. This is the part where I effed up. The color wasn't staying on the giraffe because of the hot water. So here I am adding some boiling water to the mix. I should have just left the giraffe in the hot water mix. Breaking news, I didn't. So my poor giraffe ended up like this. Scratches on the nose and the ears. So I thought I'll save it by painting the nose. I gave it 2 coats. But then I decided I didn't like it, so I tried to remove the yellow paint. He got so messed up that I just removed the flock from that zone. And he ended up like this. I was very upset but determined to save it. I just needed to cover his face. So I started with the horns I was gonna make anyway. I'm using thermoplastic. Just place the amount you need in some boiling water and you can mold it as many times as you need. It's a bit chunk, so I'm peeling it so I can throw the heart center in the water again. I'm using mica powder to make it gold. Mix it. If it's hardening, just throw it in the water again. I'm attaching them to the horns that already has. I'm using this tool to make the gap between the horns. It's made of silicone, so it won't stick to the thermoplastic. I'm using droplets of boiling water to smooth the surface. It requires a bit of patience, but it works. The horns are done. I just need to super glue them. I'm gonna make the armor with UV resin. I got all my molds from Temu. To make it gold, I'm using resin dye and mica powder. And since I don't want the resin to cure hard, I'm using more dye than I should. That way the pieces will be bendy. I'm not gonna bore you with how I made each piece, because it took me hours between pouring and curing. Just a bit of advice. When you're making such tiny pieces, pour by drops. That will give you better control of the resin. And use a tool like the one I'm using so you can get in the creases of the mold more easily. One last thing, these molds are not the best for UV resin. The best ones are the transparent ones. I'm using these ones because my lamp is potent and I cure one side and then flip it to cure the other. I have my armor pieces and I'm painting his baldness gold. Now I'm gonna glue the horns and the armor. And done! For the wings, I'm using felt and pipe cleaners. Just trace one wing, fold it and cut it so they are symmetrical. And my camera died. It happens often. But you'll end up with this. Now just glue the pipe cleaners like so. And there you go. Let's add 2 digits on each wing with pipe cleaners. As you can see, I'm cutting the tips of the pipe cleaners so they look more pointy. Pointy. Yes, pointy. After gluing it all the digits, it will look like this. Now it's time to put it all together with some magic. It's glue, the magic is glue. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, subscribe and see you the next time. Bye!